loss of a yard. They'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that likely would be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 30 yards. And the Bengals are once again back in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape.
Burrow will throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Burrow. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. T. Higgins, 33 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Through the middle of the field. He's on his way. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
On 1, ready? 11, Thomas.
Mixon will try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
11 mighty. Let's go get 6.
Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. A solid stiff arm. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Crochet. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
First and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they send a man in motion right. Now Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. It's a pick six from Bengals TD.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
I'm one, ready? Hey, can.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They go play action with Burrow. Flushed out right. But I think the ball's out. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Mixing up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm one, ready?
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens 17-yard line.
Here's Burrow.
That's caught over the middle by Asiasi.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be
intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating.
Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. But a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it.
On one, ready?
No yardage. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. That one complete to Prochet. There he goes up the right sideline. Now look out. And down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Jackson on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 27 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
12, 12, 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Mixon running wide side. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way, no gain at all for the offense.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that ball going to be intercepted yet again. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. That is caught with Rashad Bateman. The end result, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Logan Wilson, the one who got in there and dropped him to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The late turnover, so often the difference in a ball game. And here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Come on, get it together.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it down the right sideline. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lamar changing the look. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Jackson. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Here we go.
From the 25, here's second down and a yard.
Stop.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, Barbara, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second down, 8 yards to go. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Here we go.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Burrow. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Here's Burrow. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
This will be fielded at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First down, Baltimore.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror.